Hi, this is so exciting. I've been wanting to make this video for months. Finally, I'm sitting down, it's happening. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm sure a lot of you by now know, but if you're new, I post a ton of OnlyFans content. In fact, this is my 6th video about OnlyFans. Definitely make sure that you check out the 5 other OnlyFans videos that I have posted. I'm going to link a playlist that I made down below where I just put all of the videos in one place, so it's really easy to find. I tried OnlyFans for a week and this is what happened, or how much I made, which really just kick-started this whole journey. Hi, Marnie. And then I tried OnlyFans for a month and this is what happened, or how much I made. I have my biggest tips and tricks on how to grow on OnlyFans and advice for that. And then I also have my biggest mistakes that I made when I first started OnlyFans, as well as my most recent video, a OnlyFans Q&A where I answered your most common questions about taxes, about referral links, about how to promote, where to promote, and then my own experience, what my family thinks about it, how my family found out, what my boyfriend thought about it, and the question that I still get every single day in DMs, how to make your texts public but your posts private. So that was a lot, but all those videos will be linked down below. As you can tell by the title though, today's video about OnlyFans is going to be why you are not making fans, or maybe why you stopped growing, why your fans aren't renewing their subscriptions, or why you just can't seem to grow. I get a ton of girls always asking me, like, I'm promoting, I don't know what's going on, but like I can't gain fans, it's really challenging, and man, do I relate. Especially in the beginning, before I started posting videos about OnlyFans, it was super tricky for me to grow my platform. However, I learned a lot. I interact with girls on OnlyFans every single day because of shoutouts that I do, which I'll get into in a couple minutes. But by doing this, I see a lot of profiles, I see a lot of people that are doing well, and a lot of girls that may be struggling, and I see a lot of things that are very easy fixes that you may be doing wrong or could just better improve your content. So I wrote it all out in one of my journals. It's a list of about 10 things. So I'm really excited to get into that because there is a lot to go over, and these are just tips that like I have been wanting to tell people for so long, so I hope that you enjoy. Before we do get started though, I know I mentioned this in my most recent OnlyFans video, but I do have a new line of merch out. It's called If You Got It, Monetize It, which is kind of what my 2020 year has been all about, specifically with OnlyFans, starting my podcast, breaking up with makaylasamountry, check it out. But it's all about being your own boss, you know, and figuring out what you have and then learning how to monetize that. So I know I showed this in my last video, but if you missed it, we have phone cases. Here are some of the colors that I got. If you did watch that video, you can see that this is the one that I received that was supposed to be yellow, and so they did send over the correct color. So these are a few examples of the colors of phone cases that you can get. It says if you got it, monetize it. Phone cases come in all sizes. You don't have to have exactly an iPhone or this size to get it. This is just what works with my phone. I got that question a few times. And then, as I'm sure you've seen in vlogs that I posted and then the last OnlyFans video, I have a few examples of the sweatshirts and shirts and stuff that you can get. This is the white example of If You Got It, Monetize It. We've got this gray crew neck, which is personally one of my favorites. I think it just looks really great against the gray. This one might be my favorite. I'm sure you've seen this on my Instagram as well as other videos that I posted, but the one in pink is just so cute. Really, really love this hoodie. This is the classic hoodie, and then I also ordered a premium hoodie, which has white strings instead of the color that you choose. I also love the way it looks on black. I think it's just adorable. There are so many more colors, sizes, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, crew necks, hoodies, you name it, on my merch shop, so definitely check that out. I think there's a little like line of featured merch down below, and then in the description box I have a link to my merch store, and then you can always use the coupon code ONLYFANS just to show that you're part of the OnlyFans family. One more thing to mention before we get started, and that is I do offer OnlyFans shoutouts, so if you want to be featured on my OnlyFans page, gain more exposure, help promote your account, I post OnlyFans promos every single day, weekdays, and then I take the weekends off. If this is something you're interested in and want to help promote your account to a larger audience, definitely reach out to me via Instagram or Twitter and DM me on those two. And then if you DM me on the weekend, please be patient because I do take weekends off from posting OnlyFans promos, but then also responding to DMs, but I promise I will get to it. I think that's everything I had to mention before I started this video. If you have not yet signed up for OnlyFans, definitely click the link in my description box to sign up through my referral link. So you can always sign up for OnlyFans by clicking on that link in my description box. Okay, now that we got all of that out of the way, I have my list in this little YouTube journal I've been using lately titled Why You're Not Getting Fans. And I do just want to mention that these are just recommendations, suggestions. I'm not saying specifically that anyone is doing anything wrong or that you have to do this to be successful. There are so many ways to be successful. This is just my personal experience on what I've learned works well or doesn't work, or what I've noticed could be different. Sometimes people will send me their OnlyFans link just so I can check it out and see if it's looking well from an outsider's perspective, and sometimes there are these small little details that I think could help get you more subscribers. So if you are struggling to grow, hopefully this will help. Just know that I really believe anybody can do it. I know I get a lot of comments being like, oh, she only has fans because she has a YouTube channel, but if you watch that first video, I was doing OnlyFans for a week before ever promoting it on YouTube, and I was still successful. So it is possible. And if you are curious about my OnlyFans journey and my stats, you know, and how much I've made so far, how many fans I have, I know some people are very curious about that and have watched me grow from 6 months ago to now. I will end this video with a personal OnlyFans update on how my account has been doing. But with all of that being said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, shameless self-plug your OnlyFans if you want. Make sure that you're subscribed. Don't forget to turn on the bell. I always shout out the first comment on my social media, so be sure to be following me on Instagram and Snapchat and all of that. Also, just make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss the next OnlyFans video. I try to scatter them every like 3 to 4 uploads just to provide some variety in my content, but I already know what my next OnlyFans video will be, so stay tuned for that. And I'm so sorry this intro was so long. Everything felt so crucial to say. But getting right into it, here is my list of reasons why you may not be getting fans. The number one reason is your price might just be too high. I know in my first OnlyFans video, I talked about how I didn't know my worth, that my only influence or person that I knew on OnlyFans had a subscription of $30, and I was comparing it to gym memberships, Netflix, and wondering how much do I charge a month for my OnlyFans. So for a while I had it at $30 as well. I realized it was way too high. I dropped it to $26, and it works, but in the general view of OnlyFans accounts, that is still really high. A lot of people have their subscriptions ranging from $10 to $15, which is still pretty high now that I've seen so many accounts working through like shoutouts and promos. I think the most successful girls or boys, anyone can do it. I just keep saying girls because most of the people that I help with OnlyFans are girls, but most of them have their subscription at $5, $6. I think the lower that you have your price, the more that people are inclined to subscribe, because it's like, why not? It's just $5. Let's see what it is. And then if they like your content, they stay. If you provide content in the DMs for more, they might pay for it. Trisha Paytas, I believe, has a pretty low subscription rate. This other girl that I know, I'm sure other people have heard of her too. I don't know why I'm keeping her private, but she was on a TLC show, like a teen pregnancy show, and now she has an OnlyFans. She recently started an OnlyFans. I think hers is only $7, but she has like 2,000 fans. So if you do the math, that's like a lot. Whereas with me, my subscription is $26, but I only have a couple hundred fans. So it's still a lot, but it's on a lesser scale. But especially if you're starting out, I highly recommend having a subscription rate of maybe like $8, $10. If your subscription rate is $30, based on experience, I just know that a lot of people aren't going to be inclined to subscribe unless you already have a big platform and they are specifically paying to see you. Because if it's just like a new, like random girl that they don't know, it's harder to convince people to spend that much money when it's a bigger risk. So the second reason you may not be getting fans is you haven't posted anything. Your feed is empty. You don't have any photos or videos up. Imagine from a buyer's perspective, they go to someone's OnlyFans and sees, because the numbers are public, so when you go to someone's profile, you can see how many posts they have, how many photos are posted, how many videos they have, and how many likes. So imagine if a potential buyer was going to go to your profile picture and they see that you have 0 photos, 0 videos, and 0 likes. Why would they spend $30, $10 to pay for nothing, you know? Lighting was so great for like 10 minutes until the sun stops being so dramatic. We moved to the corner of the office. Anyway, I get a lot of questions on Instagram asking me like, I just created an OnlyFans account, I have 0 followers, should I be posting or should I wait until I get fans? Definitely build up a feed, definitely post maybe like 10 photos, 2 videos. It's okay to like your own things on OnlyFans too, because no one's gonna know. I know that it's kind of taboo and not really seen as acceptable to do that on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. On OnlyFans, I always like my own posts just so that it doesn't say 0 likes to my fans when it goes out. I don't know, just like it helps me feel like there's more engagement, and then it also helps increase the number of likes that you have total, because on OnlyFans that is public, that is something that people see. So go ahead and like your own posts, post a lot, because if your subscription is $15, kind of think in your head, okay, what is worth $15, and then post that amount even before you have fans, just so that they feel like they get their money's worth, and then also so that people are intrigued to pay to see what you posted. So the next thing I have on my list as a reason why you may not be getting fans is because of the profile picture or the banner photo. Because your profile is for the most part private unless someone subscribes, your profile and your banner photo are one, well, I guess they're two things, of the very limited things that you have public for people to see before paying, which means that you want to make sure that you're branding yourself correctly, really showing off like a good photo or something that really will make people be like, yeah, this seems great, I'm a hit buy. Personally, my profile picture, as I'm sure anyone could click my link and see, is me from behind in a bikini. And then to be honest, I really don't think my banner photo is a good photo. I just have a clear color of yellow. I made it very discreet. This is advice I could use myself, is to find a better photo for the banner that might intrigue people. Oh, the sun is getting better. So if your profile picture is like a selfie or palm trees, maybe consider taking a look over your content or what you plan on posting and wondering if you can choose one of those photos to post as your profile photo, or just kind of something that represents your content specifically and whatever you're comfortable with. I always make sure to mention that too. Don't post anything that you are uncomfortable with, but if it is within your comfortability and what you plan on posting, definitely consider making that your profile picture, because this isn't Facebook, this isn't Instagram, it's not like a place to post a cute selfie. It's where people are paying to see your exclusive content. So take that into consideration, because you don't have a lot of things to advertise your OnlyFans with once someone is on your link. Once someone clicks on your link, they have your photos, as in your profile and your banner photo, and your text, like your bio for the most part. Which plays into my next bit of advice and thing that I have listed on this list, is not having a good bio. More specifically, saying too much or too little in your bio. What I mean by this is some bios are very, very specific, which is awesome. You want to be able to tell people what you're posting, what you're up to. But keep in mind, like I keep saying, this isn't like an Instagram bio. It's not meant to be relatable, cute, cliche, I guess, in a way, because this is really a place where you are trying to convince someone to buy your subscription. It's a place where you can kind of write out what you plan on posting. If you're doing adult content, mention that, because that will help someone want to subscribe. If you're doing fetishes or feet content, put that in the bio so that they know. Something that I would recommend not posting in the bio, and this is something that I'm probably going to get mixed opinions about, is I wouldn't say in your bio what you don't post, if that makes sense. In my mind, I feel like that's saying too much, and I would rather have someone subscribe to see more positively like what I do post, and then if they have questions, they can DM you, and you can either say, yes, I'm open to that, or saying, sorry, like that's not my content, but you did your job by listing the content that you do post in the bio. And I know I might sound like a hypocrite because my bio is very vague right now, and this was a tip that I had in one of my other OnlyFans video, is to keep your bio vague but specific. Mine, as I'm sure a lot of you know, because I've noticed a lot of girls are using my exact bio. I'm not mad, because plagiarism is like a form of flattery, or what is that saying? Not plagiarism. Because copying is like a form of flattery. So I mean, if it's working, good for you. It's not like I came up with that exact phrase, but sorry, I had to change the battery. But yeah, I know my bio is like very vague and not really specific. So if I could take my own piece of advice, I might want to list the type of photos and content that I make. I guess what I'm really trying to say with this one is like, use your bio, you know, because I've seen a lot of girls that don't have anything in their bio, or just write down like California living or something like that, where it's like, you know, just something kind of like vaguer than I would recommend. Oh my god, the lighting, sorry, I keep moving the camera so often. This video feels a little chaotic, so I apologize for that. I promise my setup is a lot more professional than this. All that I'm trying to really say though about the bio is it's one of very limited things that you can use to utilize advertising for potential fans. So make sure that it is saying the right stuff, not the wrong stuff, and like just the right amount. Enough to be specific, but vague enough to make them want to see more. Awesome. Awesome. The next tip of advice that I have for a reason why you may not be getting fans is because you may not be posting enough. Right now, I post content multiple times per day, and I highly recommend if you were starting out to be posting content at least once a day. You want to grow that content, build that foundation. Keep in mind that like the more content that you have posted, the more that you will grow, if that makes any sense. Like when you're first starting out, you might get 1 or 2 fans and it's awesome, and then you might feel like, oh, I don't want to post right now because I don't have enough fans. Keep posting, because the more that you post, the more that they are going to like your content, the more that you will build up your feed, and then more people will subscribe and it will kind of take off from there. Oh, this ties into the bio thing. I've seen a few bios where people will say like posting up to 3 to 4 times a week, or only posting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. That's great. But some people are posting like 3 times a day. So as a buyer, if you're looking at all these accounts and you see a girl with like a $30 subscription with I'm just creating like the ultimate bad profile. I'm not calling out anybody, and I don't even want to say bad, just things where it just like might not be as successful. So if you see like a profile account with, you know, a $30 subscription fee, a selfie as a profile photo, and then a bio that says like small town girl living in a lonely world, posting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, compared to someone that has like a $10 subscription fee with a list of services that they offer and saying that they post every single day with an example photo of the content that they post as their profile and a hot photo for their banner. Like, I don't know, as a buyer, like I think I might subscribe to one versus the other. The next thing on my list as to why you might not be gaining fans is because in addition to you might not be posting enough, you also might not be promoting enough. Unfortunately, really the only way to get your OnlyFans link and like account out there is through promotion. This makes it so much harder to grow because there isn't an explore page. There isn't some sort of algorithm that will send your account out to potential people that might like it and then have them find you. It really is up to you to brand yourself, post it, get it out there, which is why it's so important to promote. Do not give up, keep going. You know, let's say you're promoting on Reddit or Twitter and you get 1 fan and you're like, oh, this is devastating, it's not working. It is working because you got that fan. So do not give up. Highly recommend checking out Reddit threads, Twitter threads, Instagram, but be careful because if you link your OnlyFans link in your Instagram, I know that Instagram tends to delete some accounts, so just be super careful with that. Linktree works best. It's basically a way where you can link more than 1 link in your URL on Instagram. Oh, I also had someone tell me that I should check out like workout threads to promote my OnlyFans, which I thought was a genius idea, but try to think about your audience and where most of your audience might be hanging out online and then try to promote to that. I also recommended promoting on dating apps. Be careful with this one again, because if you come across as spam, a lot of dating apps will delete your account, so just be super careful with that. But yeah, unfortunately, the only way to really grow is to promote, so do not give up, because even if you think you didn't get a fan from something, it is still you getting your link out there, creating that trail almost of your OnlyFans link. Who knows, someday someone might find it and subscribe. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I also offer promos, so if that's something you want to try, definitely DM me on Instagram or Twitter. A lot of people ask me how I've gained most of my fans. This is very, very specific to my experience, but luckily YouTube has brought in a ton of audience for me, and if that's something that you want to do, if you're not staying anonymous, highly recommend making a video about it, because OnlyFans videos do really well on YouTube, which makes sense. I mean, even myself included have looked up OnlyFans videos for research and kind of just curiosity. This next one is something that just kills me because you don't even realize that you're doing it until someone tries to use this and then realizes it doesn't work. That was so vague. What I mean is, another reason why you might not be getting fans is because your link isn't reachable, or it's broken, or it doesn't work. This is set up in the settings weird. So if you don't know what you're turning off in the settings, I forget what it's called. It might be your geolocation or something, but there is something in the settings. Don't mess with it, because what it means, it basically makes your link private. Sometimes when I do promos for girls, they'll send over their link to their profile and I'll try to click on it and it will say page not available. And they won't even realize that this was on, meaning that you could be promoting everywhere, doing everything right, and yet when people try to click on your link, it doesn't work. So definitely make sure, test it yourself, go into a new browser or go on your phone if you're using your laptop, go somewhere where you aren't logged into your own account and see if you can find your link, see if the URL that you posted works, because if that doesn't work, it's sad because you won't even realize that it's broken, and that's why you're not gaining fans. The last thing that I have listed for why you may not be gaining fans also is kind of frustrating on my end because it's something that you also don't realize you're doing. And I get this a ton in the comments section of my videos, and that is you're sharing the wrong link. It just breaks my heart. But a lot of people, instead of commenting their like profile link to their page, which is always like onlyfans.com/your username, a lot of people will post their referral link instead. And this is probably caused by them just not really knowing what the referral link is used for, or not realizing that there is a different link. The referral link is used for people that want to create an account but haven't yet. If you already have an account and you click the referral link, you'll just be taken to your homepage. If you don't have an account, the referral link will work. So if you want to sign up for OnlyFans, use mine down below. If you are trying to share your account and promote your link, you don't want to use this because it won't lead them anywhere. They won't find your profile. You want to make sure that you are commenting or promoting your OnlyFans profile link. I cannot tell you how many comments I've gotten of people commenting, follow me on OnlyFans, and then it's their referral link instead, which it's so sad because it's not even going to work, because even if someone wanted to subscribe, it's not going to take them to the correct page. That's my list of everything that I could think of for reasons that you may not be getting fans. I hope that this helped, and I did not want to come off as judgmental or like specific to anything in any way. Like I mentioned, these are just my opinions and things that I think may help you. So I hope you take this unsolicited advice positively, and I really hope that this helped you. Moving on to an update on my own OnlyFans account. At this point, it is second week of July. I started the last 2 weeks of January. In about a week, I will be doing this for exactly 6 months, and in that time, I have made, drumroll please, $40,000, almost to the dot today. Of course, this is my gross income, which is, you know, what I've made. OnlyFans takes out 20%, which puts me at around $32,000, which is still insane. Not to mention it's only been 6 months. I got a question on my last OnlyFans video asking how much I make average per month, and at the time I really didn't know because every single month was different. Every single month was more and more and more. Now I'm starting to notice a pattern. So for the last 3 months, I believe I've made around $7,000 per month. That seems to be my average right now. Of course, you know, things like always are growing bigger and bigger, so that may change, but for the last 3 months or so, it's been about 7K, give or take. Could be a little more, could be a little less. Right now, I'm at about 4,000 for the month, and I'm about 2 weeks in, so if I go at this rate, I will hit 8,000 for July, which is insane. I've received almost 500 fans accumulatively throughout these last 6 months, and I am still wavering in the 1% of creators, kind of fluctuating between 1.5, 1.6. Sometimes it goes up to 2% if I'm not selling as much content as the previous week, or if I'm having a good week, it'll be like 1.3. But that's an update on my OnlyFans account. Yes, I'm still doing it. That's how much I'm making. The sun is moving everywhere now. I always include a personal update on my OnlyFans account in my OnlyFans videos, so stay tuned for the next one and we'll see how growth is going and all of that. But I really hoped everything in this video helped you. If you have any other questions or things that you think I may have forgotten, please comment them down below, and make sure that you're caught up and have seen the previous OnlyFans videos that I've made, as well as checking out my merch down below and following me on Instagram for more deets on that promo. With all that being said though, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you real soon with my next video. Bye! I was so hurt and upset that I never gave him another chance.